The movie opens up showing us that for ages, humans and orcs have been at war. Durotan is the chieftain of his Frostwolf orc clan, and he wants to escape the life of war as he and his wife Draka are expecting their first child. The orc clans come together as the Horde. Their land, Draenor, is on the brink of doom, so the sinister orc warlock Gul'dan plans to guide the Horde into the land of Azeroth. Gul'dan uses a dark form of magic called Fel, which is created from death. He has captured dozens of Draenei prisoners in cages and brings them to the gate. The half-human/half-orc Garona is chained up and walks past some prisoners who beg her to free them, although it is beyond her control. After draining the Draenei of their life force, Gul'dan opens the portal to Azeroth. The orcs storm through, but Draka conceals her pregnant belly. Once they arrive, Draka experiences pain. The other orcs discover he is with child and scold Durotan for allowing her to come through in her state. She starts to give birth. Gul'dan lends his hand, and Draka gives birth to a stillborn orc boy. Welcome to Movieland. Appreciate our efforts by subscribing and turning on the notifications, please. It means a lot. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy. Gul'dan takes the life force of a nearby deer to give the boy life. He presents Durotan's son to the Horde as a new warrior. In Ironforge, Commander Anduin Lotar is meeting with King Magni Bronzebeard, who presents Lotar with a boomstick. Lotar is then summoned to the Kingdom of Stormwind after a garrison has been attacked. Lotar goes to Stormwind and meets a mage named Khadgar, who was caught inspecting the bodies. They find one man's body, which spews green smoke from the mouth, meaning he was killed with fell magic. Lotar and Khadgar meet with King Lane Rin. They are sent to meet with the Guardian Medivh and Karatsan. Lotar and Khadgar find Medivh sculpting a giant golem out of clay. As Lotar explains the situation to Medivh, Khadgar walks through Medivh's library and sees a dark shadowy figure lurking. The power of the figure draws Khadgar toward a certain book. As he goes to pick it up, Medivh shows up and pins Khadgar against the wall with his magic before dropping him. Medivh joins Lotar and Khadgar as they go with a scouting team into the forest to investigate the fell magic. They are attacked by a group of orcs, who proceed to pound the humans, though Lotar can slay a good few. Medivh casts a spell that kills the green-skinned orcs but does nothing to Durotan, his friend Orgrim Doomhammer, or the warmongering Blackhand. Blackhand goes to attack Lotar, but Lotar shoots off Blackhand's hand with his boomstick. The surviving orcs escape. Durotan rides a horse passing Garona, still in chains. He swings an axe to break her chain and free her. However, Khadgar holds her down with his magic, and she is captured by the humans. Garona is brought to Lane's castle. She explains that her home world doesn't exist on the map of Azeroth and that the orc army is coming to this world. She is then kept in a cell but is given food and comfort by Lane's wife, who is Lotar's sister Queen Teria. Garona considers killing Teria to bring honor among the orcs, but Teria says her people would have no honor. Blackhand stands before Gul'dan, who criticizes him for running from the humans and allowing his men to die, saying he is weak. Gul'dan attempts to sentence Blackhand to death, but Durotan intervenes, explaining to Gul'dan that Medivh was controlling the Fel against them, despite Gul'dan claiming only he can control the Fel. Now it's shown that Durotan and Orgrim sit together and observe the orc camps. Durotan feels that Gul'dan's magic is what brought forth the decay of Draenor, and if he continues, Azeroth will suffer the same fate. Durotan wants Gul'dan to be stopped, but Orgrim feels they must maintain loyalty to their people. Lane frees Garona on the condition that she be loyal to Stormwind. She guides Lane, Lotar, and others under Lane's command, including Lotar's son Callan, to a meeting between them and the Frostwolf clan. Teria gives Garona a small dagger to defend herself. The orcs and humans meet to negotiate a truce to kill Gul'dan. Durotan comes forward to speak, with Garona translating for Lane and Lotar. They are then ambushed by green orcs that are loyal to Gul'dan, along with Blackhand and his cronies. The evil orcs battle the humans, along with Durotan and his clan. Medivh creates a barrier between humans and orcs, but Callan is left outside. Lotar is unable to escape the barrier or pull Callan in. With a new claw hand, Blackhand impales Callan and tosses his body toward his father. Medivh becomes weakened. He is brought back to his home and placed into his mana pool. Khadgar sees Medivh's eyes glow green, indicating he's been infected with the fell magic. Khadgar also learns from the book he took from Medivh's library that Gul'dan may have had help from someone in Azeroth with opening the portal. Khadgar leaves to seek help, while Medivh teleports Garona back to Stormwind. Garona finds Lotar in a room, drunken and mourning Callan's death. She goes to his side to comfort him. Lotar says he no longer trusts Medivh. Orgrim speaks to Gul'dan, who knows that Durotan has decided to side against the Horde, leading to his imprisonment while Blackhand takes out the Frostwolf clan. Gul'dan offers Orgrim a chance to take in the fell magic to become a stronger orc. Khadgar rides a griffin above the clouds to the city of Dalaran. He meets with the other elder mages, all of whom are displeased with Khadgar for leaving them ages ago. He explains to the mages that they feel magic is spreading through Azeroth, and that Medivh is corrupted. Khadgar is brought to meet Elodie, an older guardian and a shadowy figure from Medivh's library. She intentionally sought out Khadgar to summon him. Elodie says that Medivh has been fighting a demonic entity for a while and has since given in to it, allowing himself to be corrupted by the fall. Medivh is helped into his pool by Morose. The pool glows green with the power of the fuel. Medivh absorbs Moreau's life force and he starts mutating into an orc-like creature. In the next scene, Lane holds a meeting to unite others as part of the alliance to fight against the Horde. Lotar isn't fond of the plan and instead thinks they should destroy the portal to prevent more orcs from invading Azeroth. Medivh, in his human form, teleports to the meeting, getting under Lotar's skin when he mentions Callan. Lane has Lotar put in a cell for him to calm down. Orgrim realizes his error and secretly frees Draka and their child, whom Durotan had named Goel. Orgrim then goes to free Durotan. While he is angry at his friend, Durotan forgives him after learning that he let Draka and Goel escape. Lane and his men head out into battle. Khadgar returns and frees Lotar from his cell after turning a guard into a sheep. Khadgar then starts to use his magic to figure out a way to fight Medivh. Draka takes Goel to a river where she places him in a basket to send him to safety. Another orc shows up as Goel floats away safely. Draka rips out the orc's throat with her teeth, but she is fatally impaled. Durotan challenges Gul'dan to combat in front of the rest of the Horde. The two of them battle, with Durotan appearing to overpower Gul'dan until the warlock uses his magic to drain Durotan of his life force, to the outrage of the other orcs. Gul'dan eventually kills Durotan, causing the other orcs to turn away from him. Gul'dan kills the green orcs that walk away, forcing the others to stay by his side. He then awaits for Medivh to start opening the portal while Gul'dan uses the life force of other prisoners to keep it going. Lane and his army, now joined by Garona, begin to fight the orcs as they start invading. Meanwhile, Lotar and Khadgar try to fight Medivh, but he brings his clay golem to life, leading it to attack the two. Lotar manages to decapitate the golem, but its body is still conscious. Khadgar casts a spell to bring the golem down on top of Medivh as it turns to stone. Khadgar exorcises the demon from Medivh, bringing him back to normal, but he lies dying beneath the golem. With his last breaths, Medivh switches the portal from Azeroth to Stormwind, letting some of the prisoners free. Lotar rides his griffin toward the battle. Later we see that realizing they will most likely not gonna win, Lane tells Garona to kill him so that there may be a chance for peace between the orcs and humans. It would also allow her to bring honor to herself among the Horde. With total reluctance, Garona plunges her dagger into Lane's neck before Blackhand can strike. The orcs cheer on Garona and carry her toward Gul'dan, who welcomes her into the Horde. Lotar shows up to try and seize Lane dead with Garona's dagger still in his neck. He tries to take Lane's body, but the orcs pull the griffin down as he tries to leave. Lotar is then forced into combat against Blackhand, now more powerful with fell magic. With two swift moves, Lotar impales Blackhand in retribution for Callan's death. Lotar earns the respect of the orcs, but Gul'dan wants them to kill him. He attempts to do it himself, but Garona urges him to stand down or else he will be forced to fight the other orcs. Lotar is then left to take Lane's body away. Lotar is left by himself in his room until Khadgar comes in. He finds Garona's dagger that Lotar took out of Lane's neck, leaving Lotar to believe that Garona intentionally deceived Lane. A funeral is held for Lane before the whole kingdom. Tyria eulogizes her husband and has Lotar stand in front of everyone, as he is now set to lead the alliance. Everyone rallies behind him. The last scene shows Goel still floating down the river. Durotan's voice is heard, saying that his son will become the new leader of the orcs that may bring peace among them. A man picks up Goel's basket, and the baby growls at him. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.